Welcome back. You are tuned in to Traders Nation. My pleasure to have back with us once again, Jack Crooks. Jack, welcome to Traders Nation. Happy New Year to you. How are you?
Hey, doing pretty well. Happy New Year to you. Thank you.
Good. Hey, listen, it's always a pleasure, Jack. Now, the dollar slips as the job reports. That number is getting bigger and bigger. And in fact, we really anticipate unemployment to go around 9%. That's what the talking heads are saying, and I'm just reiterating that. Now, can the dollar get a break here, Jack?
Well, it actually has. It's recovered from the kind of knee-jerk losses early on, and it's stronger really against most of the currencies already today.
Sure.
It's up 229 ticks on the euro.
Yeah.
It's a real competitor here, so it's one of those perverse moves. As you said, bad news, but the dollar's bouncing today.
Right. All right. So let's talk about that because I can go down these headlines. Romanian currency drops record low against euro. Global currency, European FX surges today. Asian weak currencies. So all right. So the dollar is getting a break, as you say. How long will that last?
That's a great question. I think it depends on here and just the relative weakness in Europe. That seems to be the dollar driver of late. And as you pointed out, some of the Eastern and Central European currencies hit hard, very hard again today.
Yeah.
And that whole area is really, that's Europe's emerging market, so to speak. And that turmoil and those problems feed into the euro itself.
Right.
So if the euro craters on continued weakness in Europe and Central Europe, the dollar could continue to rally in here and surprise a lot of people, no matter how bad the news gets in the U.S., and that's what's so perverse here.
Yeah.
The news is bad, but what's happening is I think the news is surprising people in Europe. It's getting worse in Europe than was expected,
Sure.
And it's that expectation that changes the game.
I tell you, the Europeans better wake up. Now, here's something, and Jack, I don't know. How sad is it that the dollar actually looks great just because Europe's euro looks terrible? I mean, can't the dollar pick up its own bootstraps and go about its own way?
It really is. I mean, sadly, that really is our only reason. It's a relative game, which goes to what the currency game is. It's very, very perverse.
Yeah.
What surprises us, though, is the fact that gold really hasn't made much headway, given how weak the underlying fundamentals look for the dollar. So it's kind of odd price action across the board in here, given where we are.
Now, why isn't gold looking so? Why is the gold not finding strength then? Because of everything else is getting weak. See, that's not a good sign, is it?
No, I think it just goes to it's one of our major themes is that we're going to have a real ice age here, real deep global deflation, and global recession. And in that environment, gold doesn't necessarily look that good either. There's no yield on it. And money will continue to leak back into the biggest market in the world, U.S. Treasuries, and that's been supporting the dollar. And it's sad to think that that's the only driver here, but until we get through this morass, it seems to be. Yeah,
it is a big problem, isn't it? I mean, we're looking at really global contraction in a way that I have never seen. I don't know about you, Jack.
Never. I totally agree. In fact, I wrote a piece today, and I see people with even more gray hair than me. I've never seen this type of collapse in global demand so fast in every region around the globe.
Sure.
Not just U.S., Europe, Latin America, but China's coming off the table, too.
Yeah. Everybody outside the United States, are they still pointing their fingers at us for the collapse?
Of course. The U.S. is to blame for everything here.
Aren't we ever? Aren't we ever? All right. Now, Jack, where can we find you at?
At moneyandmarkets.com.
Moneyandmarkets.com. Head on over there today. Jack, it's always a pleasure having you with us here on Traders Nation. Do appreciate your time, okay?
That's always my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And you're more than welcome. Jack Crooks, folks, at moneyandmarkets.com. Head on over there today. Fantastic information over there you can get on Jack, plus a lot of other commentary. Perfect. Moneyandmarkets.com. Head on over there today.